Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for September 25th to October 1st. This is for Aquarius and Aquarius Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Aquarius. I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. I can't shuffle today, and nor can I talk. And you'll notice that it was a crazy week, and so I'm doing your reading on Saturday morning here. So the light is a little bit different, and you can tell that I look like I just woke up. So Aquarius, this is the big week. All right, this is a huge week. This is the week of the full moon in Aries. But before we even get to that, I have really good news for you, and I want you to mark these dates on your calendar. The first is actually on Monday. It's on the 25th. It's Mercury trining Jupiter. Now, this is the second time we've had this month. The first one was on September 4th. So think about what happened around that time. What kind of news you got around that time? Because Mercury trining Jupiter, it's very auspicious, and Mercury, the planet of communication, the messenger, trining Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, wisdom. So you could have heard or received good news. If not, it was a time of like you having this moment of like just really great like personal development, personal growth. It was a great day for business deals. It was a great day for even being just very social, just being like really active that day, socially active, but really lucky to have this again. So it really is one of those days that brings a lot of confidence, and you know, you are clear in communication. And so this is again really good news could happen around this time. Now, the other day is September 30th when Mercury trines Uranus, your co-ruler. All right, so this is really great, and so I absolutely love this for you. Now, Mercury trining Uranus, like Uranus is all about innovation and breakthroughs, but it's also the unexpected and surprises. So this is a day where you could get surprising news. But again, this is just being very open-minded about your future, being very future forward at this time, really thinking about your future. But again, a day where you could receive really good news. Now, like I said, Mercury, the planet of communication, the messenger planet, is trining Jupiter and Uranus this week. Okay, Jupiter and Uranus are both in Taurus, which is your fourth house. So it could be really good news about your home. Okay, about where you live, about maybe you're moving, and that's a big thing for Aquarians. A lot of y'all will be moving this year, a lot, mostly in the beginning of the year of 2024, or thinking about moving, or even if not moving, like renovating your space, having something big happen with your the place where you live. But it also rules like it's your domestic sector, so things with like family, things with children. Also like your partner. But in any case, those are really great days. Now, the full moon in Aries, this is big. This full moon in Aries, which is happening on the 29th, it is going to feel like, I'm not going to lie, it's going to feel like an eclipse. So it's not an eclipse, it's going to feel like one. That's how game changing it is. It really is going to be strong. And this is a full moon that full moons in general bring conclusion. It's the end of a cycle. We're beginning a new cycle, but this is one where it's Mars, the ruling planet for Aries, has been in Libra, and it doesn't like being in Libra. And this is like for a lot of people, it's just been like right. So there is a sense of you really wanting to release something now, something that has to go, something that may have been like really stressful for you, but also something that it's just, organically, like something that may just be part of life. But there's like a really strong emphasis of you're like, okay, I really have to like make sure that I get rid of this, and this is something that is out of my life, or something, moving on to the next cycle. But think of it as like a purging, because Mars, it can be also very draining too. So it's a good release. Okay, it's a good release. And so with the fact that there is a lot happening in your fourth house, okay, that is it could be like your kids going off to school, college for the first time. So it's not like always a bad thing. It's just that's what life is, right? So that's the end of a cycle. They've gone off to college, and now it's like the focus is on you and what's next for you. But in any case, there could be a lot of changes with partnerships and relationships as well, and in terms of you having to decide or let something go. So let's go ahead and get started, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you for September 25th to October 1st. Again, this is for Aquarius and Aquarius rising, if you know your birth chart. And I would also read for your moon, especially because it is the full moon in Aries. It's such a big full moon. It's a super moon, by the way, so definitely go outside. Take a look. It's beautiful. It's orbiting so close, and I always find it very inspiring. It's just so nice to just watch the moon. It's so nice. So and your Venus, because the other thing is on the 29th, on the same day of the full moon in Aries, Venus is also is squaring Uranus again. This is the third time. It's been happening all summer. These are those like breakthrough moments. What is going to bring me pleasure? What is going to bring me joy? What do I no longer need in my life? What am I need to release and let go? So you see how this full moon is powerful about letting something go, right? All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Aquarius, see what's going on for you for September 25th to October 1st. So, Aquarius, you'll see that my dog has joined me, passed out. I think this is the first time she's facing this way. But we did just come back from a WALK, and that's really nice that she's out for the count, but I'm trying not to wake her up. Aquarius, you are going to be in your head this week. This is going to be a big one. Wow, this is going to be a big one. There's kind of like a tug of war between what you want and how you feel, okay? But you're going to be just fine, okay? And I know that it's at this time of day in the morning, there's nothing I do about the sunlight. I always see it as a sign, actually, when the sun shines like this, especially at this time in the morning, which is really great. So I'm going to hold the cards up one by one. This is amazing. But again, you are going to be in your head. So let's get started. You got the King of Cups. All right. King of Cups came up in your past. So there is a sense of you getting to a point. Well, first of all, a lot of sexual energy just came through. A lot of y'all that could be on your mind. There could be something about that with partnerships, relationships, or how you feel about sex, or changes in sex, or especially, actually, if you think about it, Mercury is in Virgo, which is your 8th house. Okay. And so that is, sex is in the 8th house. But even still, the King of Cups is very, emotionally stable. Okay. So this is really great. Really, really, again, the crazy thing is that, how I mentioned, Mercury is in Virgo in your 8th house. Well, the King of Cups is Scorpio, and Scorpio is the native ruler of the 8th house. So really interesting here. All right. There's this transformative, getting to a place where you are just so in tune, so emotionally stable, really trusting your intuition, really on top of your emotions, really just having gone through it. Maybe, even thinking about your last reading, you did have to go within. Okay. That was a lot of your reading, go within, and there's some things that you may have to, release. But even still, there is this sense of you moving into this week, just, heart of gold. Okay. Heart of gold, a lot of love to give, a lot of self-love as well. All right. Now, the heart of your spread, you did get the 8 of Swords. All right. So this is, this is the, in the heart of your spread. So it'll be a big theme this week. This full moon, again, is big. It's going to feel like an eclipse, and it's going to be very heavy. And the full moon is all about, the moon is intuition, right? And so the King of Cups, by the way, is very intuitive, and he is like, even to like a very psychic level. Now, this Eight of Swords and the heart of your spread. Yeah. There is going to be a sense of something that you're going to have to face. There's something that you will have to face, especially with the fact that you got the Seven of Swords in your challenge area. So you got the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords. All right. So there is no hiding anymore. All right. There's some things that you will have to face. The Eight of Swords, we call it the self-victim card, okay? And so she put herself here. She surrounded herself with swords, thinking that she built this fortress of protection, but in reality, it's, a prison, okay? Prisoner of your thoughts, because swords are the mental suit. She's blindfolded, she's bound. So there is a sense of you maybe fearing something this week, fearing something that you have to do. There could be something that comes up where it's just like, oh my goodness. But you want to get to a point where you're comfortable enough to take off that blindfold. You can also see her feet are free. And sure, you see that it's mud and water, and that's muddled clarity. But hey, at least her feet are free. You can walk out of this anytime you want. And it may be hard for you. And it may be a little like, what's going on here? Like taking baby steps, okay? But as long as you walk out, you're free, okay? Now, with the Seven of Swords in your challenge area, yeah, you're going to have to face something this week that you may not want to face, okay? This is, you see the man here stealing all the swords here, and it really can be something that has to do with relationships. It's a decision that it's again going within. All right, you may be all up here. If you're gonna go up here in your head with a lot of activity like worry, stress, doubt, go here. All right, you see where I'm pointing? The pineal gland. All right, so intuition. Really trust your intuition. Very interesting. Spread here. Oh, gosh, this lighting, because I want to show you something here. I'll show you at the end, okay? But you did get the Six of Pentacles in your crown, but you got the Five of Pentacles in the root of your spread. So, again, there's that tug of war where you're feeling, with this week, you may be feeling like there is some sort of loss. There is, or you could go through some sort of loss. Again, this is a full moon in Aries that's going to be very strong. And so there is going to be a leaving of something behind. This is telling me that it may be happening to you. Like someone could be leaving your life. Okay. Someone could be breaking up with you, or someone could be, you know what I mean? Like there could be some sort of loss, but there is also a sense of someone holding you back. And it's almost like there is this sense of you have to break free from that. And it can be, I want you to ask yourself where that resonates with you. Is it work? Is it love? Is it romance? Is it family? Like, where does that resonate? Because you having the Six of Swords, you want to have all this gratitude in your life. You want all this balance in your life. You want, like, first of all, I'm going to point something out here. You see the scales in his hand. You want that balance, okay? You want that balance. But it really is this place where you want to be this loving, giving person that you've already come into with the King of Cups. But there is this sense, like, deep down inside where it's almost like you feel alone, or you feel detached, or you feel isolated, or you feel like love not reciprocated. Pentacles are our physical realm, by the way, not just money and wealth. So it's very interesting what is happening here, because I'm going to show you something. You got the Ace of Cups in your future. You're going to be fine. In fact, you get out of this headspace, you're going to be golden. This is the holy grail of, we call the Ace of Cups the heart of tarot, okay? This is, I always say this. Think about the last time something brought you so much joy, okay? So much joy. It brought you to tears, Okay. Whether it was, you landing your dream job, or you getting proposed to, or you having a baby, or whatever it is, you're going to have that same moment. You're going to have a moment like that because Ace of Cups came in your future. Like, you're fine. You're going to be fine. Aces, out of all the minor arcanas, including the courts, they usher in the most new change. Like, really big change. Cups, emotions, love, feeling, wonderment, intuition. You do see the 5 streams overflowing from the chalice here, from the hand of spirit. That's your 5 senses. So it is this rapturous, intense pleasure, joy, nirvanic, something that is just going to be like mind-blowingly, like, amazing for you. Really amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay? Absolutely amazing. Now, I'm going to show you what makes your reading, your spread, so unique is that you got the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Right? 7, 8. You got the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles. 5 and 6, right after the other. You got the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups, right after the other. You got, like, every succeeding card. This is really crazy, really rare. So it looks like this week is just going to be like, oh yeah, things are good. I love life. I'm in this really good place. But then and then during the full moon in Aries, there's this sense of you getting in your headspace and having this, even like about your future. I was saying that is a thing. Like, maybe you have this sense of like, oh gosh, I don't know what the next step is. And you internalize everything and you start hiding from things. It could also be that something happens to you where someone does something like really not cool, like lying, cheating, stealing, something like that, that really, like, puts a frown on your face. Okay. But once you, again, get, like, process everything and trust your intuition and know that, whatever's happening is happening for the good, because you have the Ace of Cups in your future. Like, you're good. This is the beginning of something new. Something new's coming into your life that's going to bring you so much joy and pleasure. And look at that with the Chariot. Yeah, you're going to be amazing. You're going to be absolutely amazing. The Chariot, again, it's like this new thing comes into your life, whether it is a relationship, whether it's a new job, whether it's just something that, like, a passion or something that just fulfills you so emotionally, and it gets you out of that headspace. For a lot of y'all, that may happen. And then you got the Chariot, having that willpower and that self-determination to leave every challenges behind. 2023 is the year of 7. The Chariot is 7. Okay. 7 is all about introspection. And the Chariot, again, like I said, all that willpower. And this is like what I was saying earlier. One thing about the Chariot is you can see that you see the 2 Sphinxes, right? He's not holding on to any reins. You see that he has the Magician's baton in his hand. Okay. From card 1, the Magician, the power to manifest. Whatever you want, like, that's a lot of power, right? You see the slivers of the moon, right, from the High Priestess on his shoulders. You see the lingam and the yoni here from the Lover's card. So it's like, through your journey, through this process, from this new thing that's going to happen with your life after this full moon. Remember, the full moon is the end of things, okay? And so it's starting this new cycle, this new chapter, this in your life. It's like you're learning through all this process, and it's going to be something that you're really excited about moving toward, okay? And the one thing that I was going to say is the 2 Sphinxes, again, there's no reins, right? He's not holding on to any reins. It doesn't even matter which way the Sphinxes go. They're going opposite directions. That's duality here. That's, like, you mastering the dualities in your life. But how are you doing that first? It doesn't even matter which way the Sphinxes go because you're in control. But how are you controlling it? With your mind. It's all about that willpower. It's all about you being in this headspace. So you get out of this headspace. If you fear anything, if you have any anxiety, if there's a sense of you feeling that things have been stressful for you or will this week, you're going to be fine as long as you get out of that headspace. And again, I have a feeling that something is just going to happen that really brings you this sense of like, oh my gosh. And then it raises your energy levels. Okay. Remember I said Mercury is trining Uranus. All right. And then also Venus is squaring Uranus, which is amazing. That breakthrough energy. And Uranus is your co-ruler. So your modern ruler. So you're absolutely going to be fine. You're absolutely going to be fine. But again, what a like just how all that unfolded was really amazing. Now let's get to your stuff. Aquarius, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I want to hear from y'all. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you, so I really am grateful. I truly appreciate it. So, yeah. You are good. I don't know how this happens all the time, but you are so good, Aquarius. Let's get started. You did get the 5 of Swords, all right? So, again, yeah, there's going to be, look, with the 8 of Swords here and the 5 of Swords, the first card, the 8 of Swords in the heart of your spread, and the 5 of Swords, the first card in your staff, yeah, you are going to be, it's almost like psychological warfare. Like there's going to be a lot going through your head, and it may have to do with the thing that you have to release, the thing that is going to be released from your life, something that is going to be like, oh, it's going to be this big moment, like like I said, like a purging, or for a lot of y'all, just ending one cycle, beginning anew. But you may go up here a little bit. Okay, you may go up here a little bit. You have to remember that Mercury is in Virgo in your 8th house of transformation, death and rebirth, like life cycles. Okay, but also the full moon in Aries is in your 3rd house. Okay, so Mercury is the ruler of the 3rd house. Communication, so being able to communicate, and its logic is all of that. So it really is, there's a lot of activity there. All right, there's a lot of activity there, like up here this week. But just choose your battles wisely. Just know that, like, is this even worth, like, do I even have, like, if it happens to be another person and there is some conflict or not seeing eye to eye, ask yourself, like, is this even worth my time? Or do I even have all the facts? Is everything clear? Okay. And I can really assess the situation. But for me, this is more going to be internal. This is going to be for y'all. It's going to be more up here. And so you're going to have to really get in a headspace where you're not like, tug of warring in your head. All right. And I think that you'll be fine. It is this full moon that is just really, really, really strong. Okay. It's in Aries, very, you did get the 7 of Cups in your external factors area. So, it looks like a lot of what may be in your head is because you really don't know is like what you want. Again, like, with the 8 of Swords in the heart of your spread, like there could be like a sense of like going within or withdrawing, or really not wanting to face your future because you don't really know. And that it can be disconcerting for Aquarians because Aquarians are so future forward, right? So innovative. So the 7 of Cups in your external factors area could just be saying, like, there maybe it's like you may not know what you want after this full moon in Aries. So really think about that. Let your intuition guide you. But again, once you get out of your headspace, when you're not like, and you are an air sign, so you're all up here. Once you get out of that headspace where there is, like, if you have too much going on, if you can separate yourself and really just like even just go for a walk by pond, okay, if you live by a pond with ducks in it, wherever, once you remove yourself, and like your headspace is going to change, right? It's that intuition that's going to really help. It's that alignment of mind, body, spirit, okay? It's really tapping into the super conscious. So yeah, it really is going to be like, you may not know what's next, and that could be what's but know that you have the Ace of Cups and the Chariot in your future. So you're going to be fine. There's going to be something beautiful that comes through. All right. And I haven't even gotten to the best part. So you got the King of Swords. Again, I don't think he didn't show up in your last stream, but King of Swords shows up a lot in your readings. You know this if you're a subscriber. And the King of Swords is Aquarius. This is just you. Where it falls in your spread, he has so much power. He has so much authority. And remember, swords are the mental suit, okay? And so he is very clever. He has his head above the clouds. He is just so strategic. And what it's saying, that's what you want. So it's really great because, again, there is going to be something that makes you get into this headspace. But all you want to do is get out of it, okay? And once you get out of it, again, you have the Ace of Cups in your future with a Chariot. And then look in your final outcome. You got the Ten of Pentacles. It's raining pentacles in the form of the Tree of Life. And the Tree of Life, 10, okay? 10, 1, 0 equals 1, new beginning. You got the Ace of Cups in your future. Aces, new beginning. Full moon, the end of a cycle, new beginning. This is prosperity. This is success. This is the you made it card. This is your kingdom come. This is you coming into your physical realm. This is a lot of family energy. Remember, there's a big thing for y'all. A lot of legacy energy here. If you're for career, like you're golden. You're golden. Remember, last week, it was in your challenge area. Look how far you've come in just a week. Your final outcome. You're going to be, and then clarified. The Four of Wands. Joy, celebration, milestones. It looks like a lot of y'all are going to be celebrating something, like a new job, like a new home, moving into a new home, getting proposed to, getting married, getting a promotion, having a child. Like think milestones. Like you're absolutely good. Aquarius, you just got the 10 of Pentacles in your final outcome with the 4 of Wands, and in your future, the Ace of Cups and the Chariot. Like, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. You have absolutely nothing to worry about, especially if you're worried about your future, especially if there is something that you do release this week or end this week, or something ends this week and it gets you all in your headspace. Just know you're fine. You're absolutely fine. Oh my goodness. There's something new coming through. Something new coming through that you can celebrate. All right. Remember, 10 is the end as well. New beginning. Bringing this milestone moment, something to celebrate. And again, look at all that comfort. Look how big their castle is. Look how happy they are. Look at this wow. You're good. You're good. This is you may be in this during the full moon. In Aries, you may get in this like headspace, and that's what happens during full moons. Like, we think a lot, we overthink. Even remember, Mercury is in Virgo, and that is, it makes you tend to overanalyze things or whatnot. So it could just be you overanalyzing things as well when you don't need to. Everything is going to work out fine for you as long as you get out of that headspace and let your intuition guide you. Okay, like I said, if you're going to go up here, go here. All right. But your future is, this is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing. You got 2 kings too. All right, Aquarius, thanks so much for tuning in. This is like, you're good. Next week, by the way, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you subscribe, leave comments. I'm forgetting but it's so early in the morning. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Next week, eclipse month. Okay. So when I say your life is changing, and your life is changing for sure, you're moving into this new, I can't even tell you how big your life is going to change for the better in this huge, auspicious way. But next week is the big eclipse season. Okay. So we have 2 eclipses. So one is actually in Taurus. All right. So, and they're good eclipses. So a lot of activity with home, okay? Relationship, family, children, like that's going to be a big thing. But also like you, just, I'm not, you know what? I'll save it. I'm going to save it for next week when I do your October forecast. Okay. So, Aquarius, thanks so much for being here. I will see you next week, and just get out of your head. All right. Get out of your head. Go here. Intuition. You're going to be fine. Look at, I mean, like you are like 1,000% fine. Okay. So Aquarius, thanks so much for being here. I will see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.